Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Bad Ears McGee. And I really have to laugh about this because I was taking a look at the thumbnails on my channel today. And, well, first I'm going to say this. It is 6:55 a.m., Monday, the 30th of October, just so that everyone knows what day and time it is. But I was taking a look at my thumbnails and I noticed that at least for the past, well, at least one page worth, every vlog starts with me going like this. I'm gonna put this little guy away. Every one of my reaction videos has me going like this or like this, and every one of my game LPs is the same. You know, there's a big circle of me over just some sort of thing, and I was like, wow, that's very recognizable. Each one of those is like almost exactly the same, just different day, same thing. I was like, huh, because I don't make special screenshots for my thumbnails. I just play the video and go, oh, that looks good. And I usually say it looks good when I find myself making some goofy expression on my face, so I go, there we go. And I save it and go for the gusto. So it just made me laugh. It was a good thing. One of the things that I have been thinking about, I was on a walk yesterday, oddly enough, ties also in with something that I was just listening to on a cracked broadcast. And hopefully I'll be able to remember much of what I wanted to talk about because I'm really tired. But I was thinking about carbon monoxide poisoning. Because there was this one video I watched yesterday about how Reddit solved a bunch of things. And this guy talked about on Reddit, he's like, I'm finding all these post-it notes places in my house, and there's this happening, and I don't remember this happening, and what are these things going on? And they said, you know, that sounds like carbon monoxide poisoning. So he went and got a carbon monoxide monitor thing, put it in his house, and the carbon monoxide was 11 times higher than is safe. So they saved his life because he was suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning. And the reason carbon monoxide poisoning is so dangerous, and it's so incredibly, incredibly dangerous, and I don't know if you know what carbon monoxide poisoning and carbon monoxide is, but oxygen links to the, I don't even know the main science, but somehow, you know, your cells are able to latch onto oxygen. There's the oxygen receptors on your cells so that your red blood cells drag that oxygen through your body. And then it drops off the oxygen molecules to all the various cells that need oxygen. And so your body is oxygenated. The problem with carbon monoxide is it links and blocks those same receptors on the red blood cells that oxygen is supposed to link up to. So the red blood cell goes to deliver all this carbon monoxide, which your body isn't going to use. And so you start to, well, what is the word? Oh my God, it's not strangle, but it's when you're not getting oxygen through your entire body. Non-oxygenation? Well, good golly, Miss Molly. I feel so embarrassed. Fibromyalgia sucks this way. I wish I could remember things. But because you're suffering from, it's like hypoxia? I think now that's low oxygenation, so. And the reason that brought back up to my head, I was just listening to a crack podcast where they were talking about how our entire bodies, from our brains to our eyes to our skin, is all set up for us to believe in ghosts. And a lot of the things that'll happen, well, with carbon monoxide poisoning is you get that. He was wondering, what the heck is happening? Do I have people breaking in? Are there ghosts? You forget things huge times when it's just stuff gone. And not only that, you suffer from auditory hallucinations. So, and there's feelings of dread. And it's all just from carbon monoxide poisoning. All the things that you would associate with a haunting and ghosts. Uh-oh. One of the other things that happens that has the human body set up to believe in this sort of thing is there's extreme low frequency sound. And extreme low frequency sound you cannot consciously hear it. It's too low. It does not register on your ears, but your whole body feels it. Well, not consciously. Your whole body feels it and more. When you're in a field of extreme low frequency sound, you get your eyeballs vibrate enough that you see things. And you can get extreme low frequency sound from trucks driving by, from air conditioning units turning on, just from pipes. I was reading before about this one fellow who was inside of the office that they worked in was like a gigantic warehouse. And just right where he was, there was enough low frequency sound that when he had his head like this, he saw people leaning up against the walls and coming to walk toward him. And when he turned his head to look, he left the field of extreme low frequency sound and boom, everything's gone. And they were only able to discover that it was extreme low frequency sound when they started taking readings and tracked it down. It's amazing. Half the stuff that our bodies feel and experience, and it's just nature, just life, just the way things happen, but it's interpreted by our brains as, this is otherworldly, but it's not. I think even elephants use extreme low frequency sound, so how about that? Last night I slept very poorly. Yesterday was a very bad day. After I made my videos, I had trouble staying awake at all. I spent all day asleep, awake, asleep, awake, asleep, awake, and then once I hit 5 o'clock p.m., I was just flat out asleep in this chair for hours at a time. Finally, around midnight, I woke up enough to do some things on the computer, and then it was like, I gotta go to bed and actually sleep in a chair in my bed instead of hurting myself in this chair. And then, oh boy, I slept so well, which is to say the 4 hours I was in bed felt like 12, because I spent more time awake and half awake and trying to be not awake than I did actually asleep. So I'm exhausted. I probably look more exhausted than normal. I'm looking off into my webcam at myself periodically because, yeah, I'm tired. Plus, I occasionally check over there just to make sure I'm centered because I am neurotic about that. Look up the definition of neuroses online. Well, it doesn't have to be online in any dictionary, and son of a gun, I fit pretty much all those things. I must be neurotic. Speaking of which, I need to call up the Veterans Administration today, talk to both, well, not talk to, make an appointment to talk to both my primary care physician, who's actually a PA, physician's assistant, but there's nothing wrong with that. The physician's assistant is just one step down from being an actual doctor, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's my primary care provider, and then I gotta call up my mental health provider because I need to get onto antidepressants and maybe an anti-anxiety thing, I'm not sure, because I do not have enough cannabis to properly do anything anymore. Thumbs up. I gotta keep pushing so that I stay mobile because I don't want to be chair-bound or bedridden. That's why even though my shoulders hurt, my arms hurt, my hands feel like they're smacked with hammers, I'm still talking with my hands. I swear I must have Italian in me. I gotta find out through ancestry DNA. I talk with my hands so much. Oh God, where was I going with that? I got off onto that conversational tangent, and now my fibromyalgia has stripped it out of my head. I was talking about, yes, I have to call up, because I need something for my depression. Cannabis is an excellent natural antidepressant. I don't have enough. I go days now where I have nothing before I'll be able to get half a bud, and then I got a little bit in me, and that keeps me going for a little while. So thumbs up there. I keep walking. I have to keep walking. If I become chair bound from not being able to walk, I will be in such mental and physical agony, because I've mentioned and talked about either yesterday or the day before where just sitting and not using my legs makes my legs hurt so bad. They just ache. And the longer I just sit, the more they ache. So the only thing that helps is to get up and walk. And I'll walk once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day for an hour or 2 hours at a time, walking 5 miles. And the discomfort of not walking goes down as the discomfort from walking goes up, because I got fibro and I don't have enough THC in me to keep the BBs, sharp little BBs in my left hip and my left knee hydrated enough. So instead of being soft and squishy like Jello, they're spiky and hard. I just describe it that way. That's the way it feels. I spend a lot of time upstairs in this room and not going downstairs much because of that feeling in my hip. But I gotta go walk. So generally I pass my housemates and go, I have to go walking. And then when I come back, I go back up here because my computer stuff is up here, and then I say hi as I'm in passing, and then I'm up here. It hurts to go up and down the stairs more often than that. Of course I go when I have to go to the bathroom. My toilet's downstairs. Thumbs up, just off the kitchen. Yeah, so it's fun trying to take care of those bodily functions that all of us have. But while they're making dinner and conversation in the kitchen, and the only thing that's keeping us separated is a sliding door. A lot of the doors in this house are not like normal swing on hinges doors. If you go into a lot of the bathrooms and such like that, they literally just slide into the wall. It's an older house, and then they split it in half to make it into a duplex at some point. So there's a lot of weird stuff, like the bathroom door that goes boom into the wall, so you walk in and then boom, pull it out of the wall, and then if you're lucky you can get it to latch. If you're lucky. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's like who's protecting yourself from what? No one's going to be dashing into the bathrooms. It's not like there's public restrooms. No, we're housemates. We know who's where when you pass by and go, hi, and then run and shut the door. So yeah, thumbs up on that. Now remember, I'm going to have this upcoming Sunday the Steam Key giveaway for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Just type in the phrase "Don't breathe water" into the comment section, and next Sunday I'm going to generate a random number, count through the list of everybody who's in the pool, and whoever we land on is the winner. So far LexMark66 has won Dark Souls 2 because the Stellaris key that I'd had was unfortunately already redeemed, and I hadn't realized that. But I figured out how to get rid of that problem. And so LexMark66 got Dark Souls 2. Zethos45 just won Galactic Civilizations 3. Boy, I love having fibromyalgia. I forget stuff all the time. It's so much fun. Not really, and sometimes it's physically painful. It really does hurt to be talking about something and then to have the thread of what I'm thinking about and then the memory of what I was just talking about being pulled out of my head as I'm thinking about it. Ow. It's like having someone reach in and just go, and there's the tentacles of thought going, and then it's gone. That's what happens to me a lot when I'm talking here, when I'm going on a conversation, and then I have to stop and go on to another thing. It's because something has gone, and it's gone. I hate that feeling, but what do you do? Thumbs up. Well, now what I'm going to do is open up 24 hours worth of comments on my channel so that I can thank 20 to 25 people. Now, I use a range of 20 to 25 because I have quite often gotten lost in my counting. I have seen myself count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to thank people for having left comments, not for having any specific thing in the comments. I'm not actually reading the comments right now. I'm going to read the comments. I'm going to answer as many as I can. Thumbs up everyone that I do read, and I do my best. I know I can't get them all. I do my best. I spend way more time in the comment section than I probably should, but I enjoy it, so it's fun. Now, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm terrible at names. I'm an American English speaker. I'm better at most, but that doesn't mean much. So no disrespect. Now again, if it's a good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment, I don't really care right now. I'm just glad that you left a comment because you get me out of my head, into the real world, dealing with real people, and that's a good thing. It's not a good mental landscape between these ears and behind these eyes. So first off, we have Kieran Gabriel. Thank you very, very much. Kushank Tamong. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Freedom of Motion. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Mike Leon. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. And Carlitos Jr. 54. Thank you. Milk Tea. Son of a gun. I like that name. Thank you very much. Ananos Van Satan. Son of a gun. Thank you. And Almighty Gaming. Greatly appreciated. Carl J. That's me. 94. Son of a gun. Thank you. Cry Bloodwing. Heck of a name. Thank you. Jay. Thank you. Sretton Rosick. Always good to see your name. Yeah, you've been in the comment section for quite a while. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Leo Garcia. Thank you. Dominator Gaming. Ooh. Thank you very, very much. Gurun Logan. Greatly appreciated. Michael Zemak. I sure hope I'm close. The Stickbot Warrior. Thank you very much. Danielian Gaming. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. And Conspo Lopez. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Tokyo Deathcore. That's probably a pretty cool genre, isn't it? I'm going to have to actually Google that, see if that's an actual musical genre. Then there's Justina Aquavita Metz. Thank you very, very much. Always good to see you in comments. Greatly appreciated. Straxion. Am I here? Or yeah, must be here. Who can tell? Mateus Bulcher. Thank you very, very much. And Maddie Metz, son of a gun. And then last but not least, Fried Ketchup. Heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. Every single one of you. It is greatly appreciated. As stated, you get me out of my head, into the world. It's a real good thing. Thank you. Well, I'm going to end up with, if you can check my links down below, that would be awesome. I got like I keep wanting to say Twigger, but it's not Twigger. Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, and I'm just going to pretend I don't have a blog for the moment. When I'm ready for it, I'll come back to it. So I've got those 5 things, and that's a good thing. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron. It is a beautiful, wonderful thing. Thank you so much, every single one of you. You are all awesome people. You're keeping me housed and fed. It is appreciated. If you could donate, that would be awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes, deposit them in the back of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very, very cool, but I would understand if you don't want to. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. So if you don't want to subscribe to the channel, I understand. If you don't like my videos, I understand. But if you are down with it, I'll do my best to keep you entertained for as long as humanly possible. I just turned 55 this month, and the lifespan of the American male is 74 years. That leaves me 19 summers, and I'm going to do my darndest to make sure I live through them, and hopefully more. I'd love to hit 100. I'd love to be in a nice stage where I can enjoy being 100, but I'd like to hit 100 at the very least, so thumbs up on that. I got a game video coming up. I got a reaction video coming up. Hopefully I won't be sleeping all day like I did yesterday and get a game video from my game channel. Links are down below. If you want to go check it out, that would be awesome. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. So keep smiling.